When am I playing PUBG? Probably after this. I gotta see if my squad is on first. This guy's playing Mad Max. Damn, I don't have anybody. Let me invite this dude in.
First opened way back in 1924, but renovated in 2002. There's a look inside venerable Soldier Field in Chicago. This was the scene a moment ago as the Bears emerged from their tunnel. Ready for football are they, and ready for football are we, as the Bears get set to match up with Aaron Rodgers and the Green Bay Packers. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line.
Yeah, I'll play some PUBG with you.
Because drop these kids off at the field.
They'll go with their leading rusher from a season ago. This is Aaron Jones. This drive starting off on the right foot.
God, done ball playing 7 minutes.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
18 yards.
A gain of 18 on the play. First down, Packers.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. And they'll keep on the ground with Jones. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. Off the play fake to Jones. Here's Rodgers. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Well, they go play fake. The problem is nobody was faked out.
And when no one's faked out, what's the end result? Quarterback gets hit.
Rodgers now, after the sack, he'll lead the pack up on 3rd and long.
Check. Jump. Hey, 626. Run. 94 is the mark.
To throw is Rodgers.
Give me that.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Josh Jones. And a great return as he gets this all the way down close to the 30-yard line. Well, certainly not how he wanted to start his night. First throw of the game, an INT.
Yeah, it's not easy, but he's got to try and wipe that one away from the memory banks. And let's face it, it's not often a quarterback and a defensive back have a lot in common. But one thing, because they have these individual type plays, they've got to have short memories, don't they? DB gets beat, wipe it away, quarterback throws a pick, has to do the same thing.
Shoot. Red. Check it out, Reed. Jim.
After the interception, here's Trubisky. Escaping the pressure right.
Throw the ball away.
And eventually taken down here. Great coverage downfield. Preston Smith comes in for the sack. That's called setting the tone right away.
It certainly is, and it lets you know just how important communication is amongst the offensive line. They talk about it all the time, knowing each other's moves. You've got to be coordinated and in sync. Otherwise, your quarterback gets hit.
Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack. Here's Trubisky to throw. And a big loss here as he's taken down. B.J. Goodson in there to drop him, and sacks on 1st and 2nd downs. Now leads to a 3rd and long. Needs something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long.
Hey, you got to get moving, man. Man moving. You got to get that. Alert, 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 alert.
From the shotgun is Trubisky. He's going to let this go for the end zone.
Oh.
And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. Jair Alexander that time able to knock that one away.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice, getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
And this one hits at the 3 and then bounds into the end zone for a touchback. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. Well, they were intercepted the first time they had the football, but now they get it back, and it's still 0-0.
And because of that, you know what the thought process is? Interception. What interception? It didn't really happen because they gave up no points. So go back on the attack. Go back and run the offense you believe will be successful. Find your playmakers and give them the football.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12.
Hey, you don't understand me. Hey, Alpha. 58, come on. 58, come on. Here we go, let's bring it. Let's go, let's bring it. Let's bring it. Tight dog, tight dog, tight. Plant. Check 43. 58, right over there, right? Zoom. Mike, 58, right there. Come on. Come on.
Yeah, he got the Packers.
Now with just 1 second showing on the play clock, we're going to get a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
Check 52. Check. 50.
On 2nd and 12, Rodgers, and this is caught. It's Jimmy Graham. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. It's a pickup of 17 and a first down.
It's a gain of 17 yards.
Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch him off balance.
And he did. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Jump out. 59 mark. Check, 59. Hey, Delta. Pretty quiet.
To throw, it's Rodgers.
He's picking up.
An incomplete, crisis averted, almost picked. Instead, 2nd down.
Even the greats in this game, and he certainly qualifies as one of them, they're going to have trouble if they continue to throw into double coverage.
He better be careful. Throwing into too much double coverage might have a couple of them picked off. Rodgers again here on 2nd and 10. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Prince Amukamara. And his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line.
But to me, it's pretty simple, and it's fairly obvious, isn't it? He's got to start making better decisions with the ball.
That's now 2 interceptions in the first quarter. After interception number 1, there was a long talk on the sideline, and now he's made another mistake.
Yeah, he's just been kind of laying these passes out there. He's kind of been floating them a little bit. He's got to be more decisive in his reads and definitely more decisive in throwing the ball. Rifle it in there every now and then.
They'll run with a third-year man. This is Tariq Cohen. Defenders giving chase, but I don't think they're going to get there. Touchdown, Chicago. Tariq Cohen, 61 yards, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. And on that long run, maybe the defense caught napping a little bit.
The concentration level may not have been there. I agree with you on that one, because those types of plays, when they result like that, they're almost like big bolts of lightning, aren't they? Whoosh, and off he goes.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25.
Lining up in 3 wide or 2? Yeah. That'll be. 3 wide set. Let's put time big.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They're probably lucky to only be down 7-0 as they come up 1st and 10.
Oh, shoot, I got a rookie out there corner.
Team 6. Team 6.
He's not supposed to be
58's the money. 58's
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Yeah, this is going to be caught. He won the fight for the football. Successful start to the drive, 17 yards, and moves the sticks.
First down, Packers.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10.
He's coming. Double up, double up. Hey, 88, 88, 88. Hey, 88, 88, 88. Check 9. Kill, kill, kill. Smooth.
Shotgun now for Rodgers.
Oh, wait.
He gets this to Devontae Adams. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. A very solid gain of 27.
Not only have they completed a couple on this drive, but they peeled off some pretty good chunks of yardage, too.
Absolutely great start. 2 nice plays in the pass game. Now can they continue to feed off that?
30. Hey, Haywood. 59 mark, 59 mark. Check, check, 59. Watch the slats. Watch the slat. Pick the edge, pick the edge.
On 1st and 10, here's Rodgers. Oh, he's going to let this go.
Wow.
Touchdown, Packers. Geronimo Allison, 31 yards, as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. And it was a tight window. He knew he had to rocket that thing in there. He got it done.
And when you're able to complete one like that, your confidence has to just go sky high. You just mentioned it. Tight window, zings it in there despite excellent coverage. Result, touchdown.
Crosby connects on the extra point, and we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And coming off a one-play drive that was so deflating for the defense, what's their mentality? How do they rally here and stop this offense?
Well, hopefully there's some determination that sets in, because they weren't ready to go on the last one. Give all the credit to the offensive guys for getting it done, but to allow a run of that length, that's just not being prepared. So now, are they determined? Are they ready to read their keys and make the proper plays?
And we'll see how determined they are. Now this one complete downfield on the left side. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A gain of 28 yards there and give them a first down.
Hell of a first quarter.
First and 10 at the 46-yard line.
7-7, our score after one. Back in Chicago, ready for the second quarter. It's the Bears in possession as they've got it with a 1st and 10. So into Packer territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 46.
Check 24. Check.
First down, a run with Cohen. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice, solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
On 2nd and inches, Trubisky. And a hook up here to Allen Robinson. And this is going to result in another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 25-yard line.
Well, coaches always talk about finding balance on offense. I don't think you can get much more balance than this. Big-time run, big-time pass.
A 1-2 combination. Looked pretty good.
How about that? Let's see if they can continue to take that kind of a punch, though.
Watch a slant. Watch a slant. Watch a slant. Hey, 18.
Looking to throw Trubisky on 1st down. They'll roll him out right. Open man is Trey Burton. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets this down to about the 21 or 22. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down.
Oh, what's the score
Check it
now?
out. Hey, pick your game up. Watch tight. Tight ends right. 18.
Yeah, my brother-in-law was never always and was showing me so we don't get ripped off on the trolley.
Under crunch.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Trubisky. And this one's incomplete. Allen Robinson, the intended receiver. And it's 3rd and 5. Before the game, they were running the route tree about as efficiently and effectively as we could have possibly imagined, but sometimes the passes just go awry.
Yeah, let's face it. When you're running the route tree in pregame, you don't have defenders breathing down your neck. You don't have defensive backs making plays on the football. Hard to replicate the intensity of the game in pregame.
Packer pressure, and down he goes. Zadarius Smith with a big-time sack on 3rd down. It's a loss of 7. And this one looks good. It is good. Right down the pipe. And they take the lead here now at 10-7. So chalk that down as an 8-play drive capped with a field goal.
Yeah, as a friend of mine used to say, they were moving and grooving for a while, but they couldn't keep the momentum going enough to get a touchdown out of it.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Well, the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14.
Go. 58's the mic. Bandit. 58's the mic.
Rodgers going to throw. Looking deep for Adams. No, he almost had it. Already with 1 interception, just missing his 2nd there.
I know that interception was dropped, and it would have been their 3rd of the game, and I will guarantee you, in the huddle, on the bench, all the defensive guys have been talking about is, we've got this guy right where we want him. Who's going to get the next one? It almost becomes a challenge, and they missed a golden opportunity.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? Zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
Well, nice job on the return there, 16 yards. And the Bears take over. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had the field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes out there saying, hey, let's get 3, right?
Not one that I've ever met.
First and 10, 46-yard line.
Like he took my second and third. He go back to the fourth.
Out. Go, Mike. Good move. Mike, 51. Hey, let's get that ball.
They'll throw on first down with Trubisky. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
It's a lot of contact going on there, and in the end, unable to keep 2 hands on the football and bring it into his body.
Everything looked pretty good until the finish.
Yeah, he should be like an 80.
So now second and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Trubisky will throw. No! Try to get it to Williams, but it's intercepted. Picked off by the former Bear, Adrian Amos. And his crew will take over at their own 45-yard line.
Well, that's a drive killer right there. Not a really confident throw either. This one was kind of up for grabs, and it's going to come down the hands of the wrong team.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. Now a nice play defensively on first down as this is knocked away and incomplete. So they'll come up after the incompletion for second down.
Here we go. Hey, Orbit. I got it.
To throw again. Rodgers. Open on the left side. This is Valdez-Scantling. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. They face a 3rd and 4 after that last completion gets them 6.
Bravo. It's our time. Set. Check for the 50. Hey, you climb over here.
Yeah.
Hey.
Yeah.
High 7.
He's doing good.
Working from the gun. Rodgers.
Oh my God, pick it off.
And able to find Graham. Complete. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. He's up over 50 yards receiving now in this first half. It's a first down. So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33.
It's just me and you.
Rodgers with a give. It's Aaron Jones. Down to the 30 after a gain of 3. 2 minutes remaining in the first half. 10-7, our score. A reminder coming up at halftime, it's the season debut of the coach, Jonathan Coachman in Orlando, as we look ahead to all the action coming up this opening weekend. And of course, we'll also take a look back at this first half. From the 30 on second down, Rodgers, the left side throw complete to Adams. And finally, down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. 22 yards there, a first down. Now Jones. And he's going to bull his way down to about the 1-yard line. It's a good pickup of 7 yards, and now they're looking at second and goal.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, gotta like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
Another shot from the 1 on second and goal. And they'll let the fullback try and take him home. And they'll bring him down after just a short pickup. It'll go as no gain on the play, and now they're looking at a 3rd and goal.
Don't be mad. Don't be mad. 10-30. 25. Check 25. Check 25. General West.
Here's Jones.
Oh my God! I
And he'll
fucking
take
whipped the
this
tackle,
into
dude.
the end zone for a Green Bay touchdown. Aaron Jones taking it in. And once again, the Packers, they're back out in front. Crosby with the extra point, and the lead is now 14-10. Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
Let's go. Let's go.
First and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
I prefer to take a shot, but a lot of coaches will tell you, you only do it if you trust the guy who's got the football in his hands. Meaning, if it's not there, he won't force it downfield and maybe turn into an interception. He'll go to the check down, go to a second option, and go ahead and take the play that's in front of him.
So after the INT, it's Rodgers. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts, as the stoppage will come with 23 seconds to go till halftime. And the job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20.
Hey, Charlie. 94 is the mark. 94 is the mark. Hey, let's get that ball here. Let's get that ball right here. 94 is the mark. 94 is the mark. Blue there. Blue there. Hey, 88. 88. 88. Get up.
Here's Rodgers. Flush to his right. No, he almost had it. Already with one interception, just missing his second there.
He was covered by Vince Montgomery.
The Packers on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and a mile.
Check 49. Check 49. Jump out. 10-30. Hey, Alpha. Switch it. Switch it. Come on, switch it. Kill. Hey, check 26.
Rodgers now to throw. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Adams. It'll be a pickup of 16, but they'll remain short of the marker, and it's 4th down. So we have hit halftime of the 2019 opener from Chicago. As we'll send you down to Orlando, we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. We'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half.
Pretty good.
Let's go, fellas.
I'm gonna do the pre-order for Call of Duty. I think it's the 15th to the 19th on Xbox. I want to see how that is first. Alright, boys, we gotta get back to basics here.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. They try again with Cohen. He takes this from the 30 to the 34.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
180. Here we go.
On 3rd and 1, it's Trubisky. The screen pass here to Cohen. And he is going to lose yardage here. He'll give up 6 yards there on the loss, and it'll bring up 4th down. Well, you can see what they wanted to do. They wanted to set up the screen there, but it got blown up.
It's hard to run that play if you're not getting a lot of pressure at the quarterback because the space doesn't open up. They were able to read that one and slow it down and stop it before they could get a 1st down.
Returnable here for Davis. We'll call that a punt of 54 yards. Well struck. And it'll be Packer football here. 1st down and 10. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. They have the lead here. Well, we talk a lot about pregame speeches. What are halftime speeches like?
For the most part, not nearly as emotional. They're a lot more clinical. Every now and then, though, they'll get after you if they think they need to light a fire. But in this case, let's go into the virtual locker room, because here's what I think happened. They got in there and they said, listen, let's take control right away. Defense, we got the lead. Defense, don't give up any points. Turn the ball back over to the offense and let them go down and score and give us more of a cushion in the game. Check so far. Defense shut them down. Let's see what the offense gets done.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Now Jones. And I think he's going to go. They're not going to get him.
Damn it.
Touchdown, Packers. Aaron Jones. Already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Packers are able to stretch that lead out further. And he certainly played a pivotal role with those 2 TDs and why they're up on the scoreboard right now.
Well, someone's all about winning, aren't they? Because he's not worried about the number. Sure, it's great to have 2 touchdowns. But the bottom line is what he's doing is contributing to their lead. He wants to continue to do so.
Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And all that worked, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been had he simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. They'll look to make some inroads here, trailing 21-10 as they come up on a 1st and 10. Now Trubisky on 1st down, and he slings one that's incomplete. Well, this, of course, the 100th season of NFL football, and 17 matchups with historical significance have been picked throughout the season, and this is the first of them. Bears and Packers, the NFL's oldest rivalry dating way back to 1921, with the Packers having the all-time edge 96, 94, and 6 ties. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Now it's Trubisky. And for a 3rd time tonight, he's intercepted. Picked up by Darnell Savage, the rookie from Maryland. And his crew will take over with a football at the 3rd.
Throw the ball so goddamn fast, man. It's just pissing me off. Fat ass lineman can't block for fucking shit. Fucking fat fucks. God. I told him I'm gonna draft a fucking the NFL draft as lineman.
35-yard line.
At the 35-yard line.
Defensive scoring here, man. This is about to be put on the block next day.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Hey, Zoo.
Here's Rodgers to throw. He's going to take a shot right away for the end. Got a man open. It's Adams. Touchdown, Green Bay. Devontae Adams, 35 yards. And that interception key as it leads to the touchdown. Extra point up and good by Crosby. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. That'll be taken in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here.
Strip that ball. Strip that ball. Big air, big air, big air. Show it up, show it up. Go.
They'll run on first down. It's Cohen. And he'll be brought down. Oh, that's a face mask. Certainly looked like it. Indeed, here come the flags. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
What? Oh, it'll be intercepted. Picked up by Josh Jackson. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. So the first interception of his career under center, and you knew it was going to happen sooner or later.
It has to. And I know he feels like the world is just tumbling down at this moment, but there's got to be some veteran somewhere, some mentor that's going to tell him, hang in there, my man. Plenty more to come. Keep firing.
Pick the fucking ball!
Lucky to get away with one there. That one nearly picked. Second down.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. On the counter, here's Jones. Well, the ball is out. Jones got hit and lost it. And this is picked up by the Bears. So the defense there, opportunistic.
It's nice to give them credit, isn't it? Because so many times it's more a matter of what the offensive guy didn't do. He didn't secure the ball, didn't cover up. In this case, just give credit to where it belongs. Knocked it free, made a big play.
Now it's Trubisky.
Oh!
And nearly another interception. They've been around the ball all game.
Trying to decipher what's going on out there because I don't know if he's just getting bad reads. I don't know if the defense is confusing him. I don't know if he just has, bad info and intel before he snaps the ball. But he's made some pretty bad decisions with the football lately.
Several bad decisions on the interceptions he's thrown in. Frankly, that should have been another pick right there. Now a deep ball there on 2nd down, but it'll wind up incomplete. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Out of the gun, Trubisky. He's going to fire this thing deep right sideline. Green Bay up to the task there in coverage and forcing a 4th down.
This has kind of been the story all night long, hasn't it? An inability to really get much done on 3rd downs, and it's costing them.
And his kick is good. He got every bit of that one as it's good from 56 yards out. These kickers now, it's like we take them for granted. Kicks like that used to be such a big deal, and now you just expect them to make it.
Yeah, you're exactly right, and we shouldn't take them for granted, but I have a theory about it. You want to hear it?
Yep.
They are more athletic now than ever before. Talk about kickers. Trace their backgrounds, trace their histories. You'll find that they were big-time athletes all along, but their kicking was so prevalent that we made them specialists.
Well, and now those 50-plus yarders seem easy for some reason.
I don't trust myself right now with the offense.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And last time they coughed it up, led to a field goal. They're fortunate that it only led to a field goal, but still, they're not happy about it.
Could you sense the relief, though, when they only gave up the
Let's
field
go.
goal?
And Rodgers intercepted a third time.
Picked off.
Picked off by Prince Amukamara. And he will return this one to the 30-yard line.
I tell you, Brandon, it seems like this guy's been all over the field so far. That's his second interception of the game, and so much of playing defense in the NFL, especially when it comes to defending the pass, is all about positioning and technique. And this is fantastic work on both fronts there.
On first down, it's Cohen. And he's got room.
Touchdown, Tariq.
Touchdown.
Let's go, Mighty Mouse.
Chicago. Tariq Cohen. Already his second touchdown here in this opening weekend. As they're now just an extra point away from getting back within one score. Extra point splits the uprights, and this is back to an 8-point game.
That lady got kicked out of
So the lead trimmed down to 8 as here comes the kickoff, and it's away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25.
Gotta calm down.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. A pretty good-looking run there on first down. That'll go for 9 yards, just short of the line to gain. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1. Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34. This is Jones. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball, protect this lead, give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. Now a first down carry by Jones. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1.
Some runs are blocked so well, you almost forget that someone has to carry the ball to gain the yardage. The leverage by the offensive line to create space up front, really well done.
They'll run with a backup. This is Williams. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Roquan Smith, fresh off a solid rookie campaign, in on the tackle for Chicago.
Let's go, defense.
Try and push the pile. And that one going nowhere from the start as he's met in the backfield and goes backwards. They end up getting stuffed twice after that 9-yard gain back on first down. On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. Only 29 yards on the punt there. Definitely not his best. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline. Because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there. But it's not been the best game for him, but he definitely tried to get by with a little help from his friend there, trying to create a big play.
Couldn't do it, fell incomplete, but you're right, it hasn't been a banner game here in the second half, just trying to get going.
Big thing is trying to keep confidence up and continue to fire.
Now Trubisky to Cohen out of the backfield, and he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. That one good for a first down pickup of 18 yards.
And this is why trying to cover the angle route is so difficult. Anyone playing the linebacker position, when they see a running back out of the backfield widen, because he heads towards the flat first, oftentimes you widen too much and overcommit. He cuts up inside, and that's what we saw there. A nice pickup for a first down.
He's going to fire this thing deep right sideline. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty. Now Trubisky. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. It'll be a gain of 8 yards, and it'll be 2nd and 12.
An 8-yard gain brings up 2nd down at the 38-yard line.
1 quarter remains here in this Thursday night matchup. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. They'll run on 2nd down with Cohen. And some room to maneuver.
Oh, shit, Tariq Cohen? Did he get his third?
See parts and there he goes.
Third rushing touchdown, let's
This
go.
one in for a Bears touchdown. Tariq Cohen with now 3 Week 1 touchdowns. As they now sit just a 2-point conversion away from tying this game up in the 4th quarter. So what can the Bears do here as they'll go for 2? From the shotgun is Trubisky toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. And the failure to convert and tie the game. Now the pressure shifts back to the defense.
But I think it was the right play. I think it was the right call to try and tie the game there. Kick an extra point, you're still down 1. What's the sense? I like what they did.
At their own 25-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Now it's Rodgers. And now he'll turn it off his back foot. He'll heave this deep. Jimmy Graham, the intended receiver. 3rd down here.
That's an easy pick.
And you just know when that play call came in, their eyes lit up because anytime you get a chance to take a big shot downfield, that's a lot of fun, and they missed an opportunity.
So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8.
Yeah, he was just standing there.
From the gun, it's Rodgers. It's caught outright by Graham. And a good job defensively. They stop him short of the 1st at the 32. They get only 4 that time as that leads us to a 4th down. Here's J.K. Scott now as he's on to punt for Green Bay. Returnable for Grant. Well, that's going to go in the books as a 55-yard punt. Well done. And it'll be 1st and 10 Bears from deep in their own territory. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense.
Tight, watch left. Tight, watch left. 3 down.
They'll start things on 1st with Tariq Cohen. And he's going to lose yardage here back at the 8. That's going to go as a loss of 7, and it'll set him back for 2nd down.
Let's get it. 180. Watch his flat.
Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. And he's going to be taken down, sacked back at the 2. Preston Smith able to drop him that time for his 2nd sack of the evening. After that sack we just saw, Trubisky and the Bears deal with a 3rd and long.
Hey, 18.
Now Trubisky on 3rd and long.
Oh, shit. I just threw a pick.
And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Kevin King with a pick. And they're going to be set up in the red zone at the 15. Well, they were obviously backed up. Had a little bit of space from the goal line, snapping it from the 3, but still trying to throw it. And
yeah, exactly. This is where hindsight is 20/20 comes into play, right? Seems like a good idea to throw the ball there. Maybe you'll surprise him and catch him off guard. Instead, you've created a turnover and put your defense in a bad spot.
That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be second down. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
Well, the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. Shotgun now for Rodgers. Got a man open. It's Adams. Touchdown, Green Bay. Devontae Adams. Already his second touchdown here in this opening weekend. And his guys capitalize on the short field as they take it in for 6. Crosby connects on the extra point, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just incomplete that time. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds.
This possession means so much for them. They've got to focus on this drive and find a way to make this a one-possession game. Got to get a score.
Yeah, so good with a field goal. Don't necessarily need a touchdown. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. This is caught inside the 15. A huge play there for Chicago. 59 yards. The last drive he threw the pick, but he's not shy. He's going downfield again there.
And you can't be, because if you back off after throwing an interception, your whole game plan just goes right out the window, and it makes things easier for a defense. And you and I both know there's a quarterback in this league that's any good that doesn't throw an interception occasionally, and they usually bounce back in a big way. I've seen guys throw 5 and still find a way to win the game in the end.
On second down now, it's Grant. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it.
Partner, I know we're in a goal-to-go situation, but my goodness, think about running the ball here. Not even a thought, is it?
Defensively, they're in a prime spot.
And I think the defensive guys are probably expressing themselves to them as well. I wouldn't run it here, guys. You might want to try throwing it.
Eluding the pressure right. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
I like the play call. Roll him out. Give him a chance to run it or throw it. In this situation, he decided to fling it, but couldn't find his man open.
The kick by Pinheiro is good. And that'll move them back within 6 now. All right, so they needed 2 scores to get back in the game. The field goal there, maybe not exactly what they wanted, but the necessary first step.
There's still time remaining, and there's enough time to get it done. They've got to get at the least a 3 and out here to get the ball back, preferably a takeaway.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. The field goal we just saw has us now at a 1-score game, and on this side of the football,
He fumbled.
loses the
I got the
football
ball.
second
Let's
time.
go.
And I think the Bears have recovered. They have.
Well, partner, here's where team football gets tested a little bit because I know the defensive guys were over there chilling on the sidelines, and all of a sudden, they heard the sudden change call because that fumble puts them right back on the field, and they've got to go out and finish the game now themselves.
Absolutely. Nursing that slim lead here in the fourth, a costly turnover. They'll run on first down. It's Cohen. He's able to get 6. A nice pickup down to the 21.
He was hoping to get to the edge, but they did a really nice job of forcing him back inside. That's excellent fundamental defensive football. Don't let them outside where they can really shred your defense.
Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So the Bears with the football here as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Again, it's Cohen. He's got the first down inside the 10, and he'll finally be taken down at the 2-yard line. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains. Probably had 60,000 thinking pass right there, including us in the booth.
Yeah, no doubt about it. That was a big call, big guts on that one. And guess what? That run, it'll pay dividends.
So it's first and goal. Need to be a little wary of leaving Aaron Rodgers too much time, but you got to score here first. On first down, they go right back to Cohen. And they'll get him down just shy of the goal line at about the 1. He'll get 2 out of that run, and it's going to bring up a second and goal.
Well, they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
They come out here in the I. Second and goal from the 1. They'll try to punch it in with Davis. And he is unable to get in. They stop him at the line of scrimmage. They're held again, and do we have a goal line stand brewing? It's third and goal. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play, third and goal. Trubisky keeps it himself, and he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Chicago. Mitchell Trubisky in the final minute, as they are now an extra point away from perhaps stealing one here in the final minute. A very important extra point there, up and good, and that is going to put them on top by a point, and it sets us up for quite a finish. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
37 seconds left, 36-35, Bears are up. All of the 25. Oh, shit.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They only need a field goal. Obviously, the clock a huge factor. They'll be watching that. What do they need to do here, Charles?
Your sequence of plays has to get you out of bounds. Completions, get out of bounds, gain some yardage. Then when the clock hits 7 seconds or left, now you've got a decision. Are you in field goal range or is it Hail Mary time? Because from 7 seconds down, you don't want to take a shot that you're going to have another play.
We'll see how they handle it. Now, the first play of the drive there is incomplete. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. To throw is Rodgers.
There you go, Khalil.
Can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in this football game. Rodgers now, after the sack, he'll lead the pack up on 3rd and long.
Check 15. Box it. Yeah, there. Hey, Echo. Check. Lock lucky. Check.
He'll look to throw. He'll get this to Jay Kumaro. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. He'll get 17 back there, but it'll still lead to a 4th down.
Boy, they had a lot of real estate to make up there, but what a big-time play for them. Nice completion, excellent gain. Now they're in 4th and manageable.
Just a little short, though, with that marker.
3 down. Hey, check. 3 down. Gas 300. Hey, wahoo! Check. Joker.
Rodgers to throw for it on 4th. Over the middle, that's caught by Adams. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. Now the Packers going to burn their 3rd and final timeout, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the ball game. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Hey, 88. Hey, exit. Where?
He's back to throw. Caught on the right side by Adams. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Well, my friend, for the players, it's good for them to get that first game under their belts. For you and I, that first Thursday night game, also good for us to get that under our belts, wasn't it?
It was no longer preseason. We were into the regular season, the first game of the year. And, you know, all eyes were watching this when everyone was excited that football was back.
And it's just special. You could just feel it. It's so good to have the pigskin back out there. It'll be crisp fall weather before we know it.
You got that right, but I love the build-up to it, right? All day long anticipating it, and then we got here and we saw a game, the first game of the year. Let's keep going.
So for the Bears, they can breathe a sigh of relief as they're able to eke out the 1-point victory here in the opener. And now they'll get the weekend off as they get a little extra time to prepare to face the Denver Broncos. Meanwhile, for Green Bay, they obviously fall to 0-1 with the defeat. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week.
I don't lie, this Peyton.
And for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports.